Mailed from your carrier is starting to get scarier. What's inside the Horror Pack, the monthly horror movie subscription service? If you guys are interested to have not one, not two, not three, but 4 horror titles dropped off at your doorstep every single month, you can click the link down below. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Click the link down below in the video description. That will take you on over to Horror Pack's website. From there, you can choose which devilishly delicious movies are best suited for you, or at least what format. You can either get them in DVD, or if you prefer to have them in Blu-ray, or you can also choose to have both. We're going to go ahead and open up the newest, body bag, and revealing the titles inside. What I would ask that you guys do, the viewing audience, is let me know in the comments section if you've seen any of the titles that we're about to have a look at. Of course, it's really hard to actually even look at titles just yet. We're going to have to reach off to the side as we always do, and pulling from the black hole. We're going to grab Chet Cunnington III. And we're going to go ahead and carefully slice only just the bag, because what I don't really want to have is any blood bleeding all over the place. That would really ruin a backdrop real fast. Real fast. It's hard to get blood out of a backdrop. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out each individual title. We're going to discuss it for a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of reading, as I always do, in the back of the cases. And if you've seen any of these titles, I'm going to flip them upside down. If you've seen any of these titles, maybe I'll do it this way, seeing as we've already kind of had a peek exactly what that is. I'm going to pull out each one of them. The first one is Annabelle Comes Home. Welcome to the home of Conjuring Universe, the most haunting Annabelle yet. I honestly thought, just from my own experience of viewing Annabelle Comes Home, that it felt like a very direct-to-DVD, or I guess direct-to-streaming sequel. It just didn't have the heart I found as the first 2 Annabelles. It certainly had a lot more spectacular things going on in the movie. But did you enjoy Annabelle Comes Home? Or in fact, what's your favorite Annabelle? On the back, the perfect mix of fun, thrills, and terror. Determined to keep Annabelle from wreaking more havoc on innocent victims, demonologists, I thought that was going to say dermatologists. No, I don't think they're dealing with demonic spirits. But demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren locked the possessed doll in their home's special artifact room, placing behind sacred glass. But when the doll escapes and awakens the room's evil spirits, she conjures up an unholy night of terror for the Warner's daughter and her friends as they desperately battle to bring Annabelle's reign of terror to an end. Special features include the artifact room and the occult, the light and the love, behind the scenes, the ferryman demon, bloody bride, and the werewolf. I would like to see maybe a standalone, although we aren't going to be getting a crooked man anymore. That's a bit of a bummer. I would have actually liked to have seen the backstory behind the crooked man, so it's probably safe to say that we're probably not going to be getting spin-offs of any of these demons, although the ferryman would have been a really interesting movie, I think. The runtime for this, if I can actually spot this, usually it's lingering down. Oh, there it is. It's 106 minutes. And if anybody can guess, when was this released? I'm actually having a harder time now finding when it was released. I think it's recently. Somebody can tell me down below. That's what you guys are good for. 106 minutes, though. Annabelle Comes Home. Let's put that to the side. Speaking of which, I already have Annabelle in my collection, so technically Annabelle has already come home. I don't think she's wreaked any demonic havoc. Not that I'm aware of, at least. Pulling out the next title, inside we got Before the Fire. Fear is contagious. It is, really. The back says, as global pandemic engulfs Los Angeles, rising TV star Ava Boone is forced to flee the mountain chaos and return to a rural home as she struggles to acclimate the way of life she left behind long ago. Her homecoming attracts a dangerous figure from her past. I don't know why I'm having such a struggle reading this. Threatening both her and the family that serves as her only sanctuary. Brimming with tension and paranoia, featuring a tough-as-nails performance from its lead actress, the pre-apocalyptic road movie Before the Fire, I'm telling you, I'm going to have a tough time reading this, is a shockingly timely tale of strength of the human spirit against seemingly unsurmountable odds. This one's very easy to read. In fact, it says 91 minutes of a runtime. That's easy to digest. And it was released in 2020, so about 2 years ago, coming up almost to 3. Special features include deleted scenes and a trailer. It was like when movies have, or at least the movies themselves, when you get them in cases, come included with the trailer. I always like to really watch the trailer after I've seen the movie. The next one we're going to pull out is It Hatched, a Horror Pack limited edition Blu-ray. It kind of actually looks like the baby dinosaur from the series Dinosaurs. What a depressing series finale, Dinosaurs. Was anybody remember seeing the finale of Dinosaurs, where they're basically announcing that the climate's changing, of course, and that everyone's going to basically, essentially freeze to death? What a depressing way to end a series. Anyways, though, this was released this year, in fact, 2022, with a running time of 97 minutes. A young couple, Peter and Mira, move back to Iceland and purchase an old house with plans to turn it into bed and breakfast. They come looking for a peaceful life, but after having strange visions, they discover something evil is lurking beneath their basement, and hunting them in their dreams. While they sleep, once Mira gives birth to an egg, the couple finds themselves in a fight for their very own lives. Yeah, I would think the hatching or laying, at least, of an egg would be somewhat of a, there's something not quite right. My wife has just laid an egg, I'm assuming just in the middle of a room, or it looks like actually inside her bedroom. Something seems a little off about that. Something seems off indeed about that. And the last title inside a 4-pack release here is It. The original It, Chapter 1. I already again have this movie, but nothing wrong really with having extra titles kicking around. This is also good too, because every once in a while, if I have friends that want to borrow movies, I always have a couple of extras I can say, you know what, in fact, you can have this movie. Seriously, for reals? For reals. More than happy to give. Stephen King's horror masterpiece comes to life for a new generation. In Derry, Maine, 7 young friends unite against a terrifying supernatural creature that has been haunting their small town for centuries, calling itself Pennywise the Dancing Clown. It is a monster of unspeakable power that takes the form of everyone's most horrific fears. Threatened by their worst nightmares, the only way these kids can survive is together. Survive it is together. Bonus content includes Pennywise Liz. Discover how Bill Skarsgård prepared to portray the primordial creature known as Pennywise the Dancing Clown. The Losers Club. Get up and close and personal with the teenage stars of It as they bond together during the film's production. Author of Fear. Stephen King reveals the roots of his best-selling novel, the nature of the childhood fear, and how he created the most famous monster, Pennywise. This movie also does feature deleted scenes, 11 deleted scenes to be exact, and extended scenes from the film. Release date for this, let's hope I have better luck here. Well, running time, I always feel like, again, I've mentioned this, I'm sure, in other times we've unbagged these. I always feel like they should put the release title right around the same time, or same place, where they put the running time for the movie. Actually, if I look a little further up, in smaller print, 2017. So that's almost coming 6 years ago. It. Let's have a look at the titles that we got inside the horror pack for this month. Working backwards, we got ourselves It Chapter 1. We got It Hatched. Lady laid an egg. I guess the yolk was on her. We also got ourselves Before the Fire. And we also got Annabelle Comes Home. If you've seen any of the 4 features that I've showcased here in this unbagging, let me know down below in the comment section what you guys thought of them. And maybe, in fact, what would you think is the best title we got in the horror pack for this month? Also, as well, if you guys are interested and would like to subscribe to the horror pack, it's simple. It's easy. You can click the link down below in the video description. And certainly as well, while you're down there too, if you enjoyed this video, hit with a like. If you're loving the content you're seeing and certainly do want to stick around for more, then make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the bell notification. And while we have wrapped up things right now for the horror pack, there will be other things we'll be unboxing and unbagging in upcoming videos. As always, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.